The Xbox 360 wasn't just a console. It was the machine that turned living rooms across America into battlegrounds, party hubs, and cultural moments that still echo in 2026. If you're sitting there in the US, maybe digging out your old 360 from the attic, wondering if Microsoft could ever recapture that lightning in a bottle, the answer is no. And tonight, we're going to unpack exactly why this legend stands alone, while everyone else chases shadows. Picture this. It's 2005. You're 15 years old in a suburb outside Chicago, or maybe 25 scraping by in LA, and suddenly there's this black box that doesn't just play games. It connects you. It makes you feel alive. It creates memories so vivid that even now, hearing the startup chime hits you like a freight train. The Xbox 360 didn't ask permission. It demanded your attention. And it changed gaming forever. But here's the hook that keeps you watching: Microsoft spent billions trying to repeat it. Xbox One. Series X Game Pass. Handhelds. Cloud dreams. None of it feels the same. Why? Because the 360 era was pure magic, a perfect storm of hardware, software, community, and timing that they'll never recreate. By the end of this, you'll understand why it's irreplaceable, and why that might secretly break your heart. Let's start where it all began, the launch that almost killed Microsoft gaming. They took risks nobody else would touch. Power supply glued to the motherboard? Red ring of death frying 30% of units? A launch so disastrous it cost billions in repairs and refunds? Most companies fold. Microsoft doubled down. They fixed it. They owned it. And they turned a catastrophe into loyalty that lasts 2 decades later. You remember the pain. Staying up all night with towels over the console, praying the 3 red lights wouldn't return. But you also remember the payoff. Because when that 360 worked, it worked like nothing else. 720p games that looked insane on your HD TV. HDMI out of the box when Sony was still figuring out component cables. A dashboard that felt alive, not like a clunky menu. That hardware wasn't perfect, but it was revolutionary. The first console to make HD gaming feel mainstream. Blu-ray? Screw it, we'll do HD DVD and lose that war too, but innovate anyway. Slingbox integration. Photo sharing. Weather apps. Microsoft crammed a media center into a game machine before anyone dreamed of smart TVs. But the real killer app wasn't hardware. It was Xbox Live. Think about what gaming was before 360. LAN parties. Split screen. Dial-up multiplayer that dropped every 5 minutes. Then boom, Xbox Live Gold becomes this always-on social layer. Parties with 8 people voice chatting across states. Achievement systems that turned solo games into competitions. Friends lists that built lifelong bonds. You'd finish work in Dallas, jump online, and your crew from Seattle, Miami, and Boston is waiting. Yo, fire up gears, we need you for co-op. No downloads. No invites. Just seamless multiplayer that worked 99% of the time. And the games? Halo 3 parties that lasted hours. Call of Duty lobbies that felt electric. Rock band sessions where you'd scream lyrics at 2 a.m. Xbox Live Arcade turned indies into legends. Braid. Geometry Wars. Castle Crashers. Cheap downloads that rivaled $60 retail. Microsoft proved you could sell art on a console dashboard and make millions. That opened the floodgates for Steam, PlayStation Store, everything we take for granted now. Now let's talk games, the library that still haunts modern consoles. Halo 3 wasn't just a shooter. It was peak gaming. Theater mode. Forge. Custom games that spawned memes still alive today. Gears of War with its chainsaw glory and cover system that everyone copied. Mass Effect's galaxy-spanning choices that made you feel like a god. Forza Motorsport made racing sims accessible. Project Gotham Racing turned drifting into poetry. Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion gave you a world bigger than anything on PS3. BioShock's Rapture. The Orange Box. GTA 4 in HD. This wasn't a library. It was a golden age. And the third-party magic? Assassin's Creed exploded here. Fallout 3. The Witcher. Batman Arkham Asylum. Rockstar perfected open worlds. Valve treated Xbox like an equal. Sony exclusives? Great, but 360 had the ecosystem where everything shined brightest. Controller? Perfection. That giant D-pad. Offset sticks that became the standard. Rechargeable battery packs. Wireless freedom before it was normal. Even the Eli T controller, customizable bumpers a decade ahead of Xbox Elite Series. But here's the part that hits hardest, the culture. The 360 era made gaming social in America like never before. Sleepovers turned into 48-hour marathons. Halo nights where pizza boxes piled to the ceiling. Girls jumping into Modern Warfare parties. Parents buying consoles for themselves after seeing their kids dominate. Gaming went from basement nerd hobby to family room event. YouTube exploded because of 360 clips. No easy setup montages. Machinima Forge maps. Glitch hunters. The community created content that Microsoft never dreamed of. Red vs. Blue hit mainstream. Rooster Teeth became a giant. All powered by that little black box. Parties weren't just voice chat. They were lifelines. Deployed soldiers in Iraq playing with buddies back home. Long-distance relationships surviving on Left 4 Dead co-op, kids making friends they'd meet in person years later at PAX or E3. Microsoft will never repeat this because the world changed. Social media fragmented attention. Free-to-play killed couch co-op streaming became solitary. Smartphones stole casual play. The 360 thrived in a monoculture moment, one console, one service, one community owning the conversation. Fast forward to 2026. Xbox Series X is powerful. Game Pass is genius. But where's the soul? Multi-platform exclusives dilute identity. Cloud streaming feels detached. Handhelds compete with Nintendo. Microsoft chases PC, PlayStation, mobile, spreading thin where 360 owned one lane completely. The dashboard evolved into a bloated app store. Achievements lost meaning under infinite Game Pass points. Parties work, but voice chat feels echoey, impersonal. Backward compatibility is great, but emulators deliver 360 games smoother on PC now. Yet millions still fire up their 360s. Disc scratched to hell, HDMI converters dangling, but the magic persists. Why? Because it was analog joy in a digital age. Controllers clicking just right. Fans whirring under load. Friends trash-talking without text filters. Remember specific nights? That Gears 2 Horde Wave 50 holdout. The Halo 3 sniper duel across Valhalla that lasted 20 minutes. Losing your BioShock save to RROD, starting over, and loving every second. Those stories aren't replicable in optimized 4K 60 ray-traced bliss. Microsoft admits it internally. Phil Spencer calls 360 peak Xbox. They chase the 360 magic in every keynote. Xbox Live Gold successor? Tried to bottle it. Quick resume? Echoes infinite party switching. Game Pass daily games? XBLA nostalgia. But lightning doesn't strike twice. 360 launched desperate, PS3 expensive, we casual. Xbox carved the core gamer niche. Today? Competition everywhere. Saturated market. Subscription fatigue. Microsoft fights on 5 fronts while 360 conquered one perfectly. The hardware excuses? 360's PowerPC Tri-Core was genius for its era. Custom GPU crushed PS3 early. Blu-ray lost, but streaming won anyway. RROD forced humility and excellence. Modern Xbox hardware is flawless technically, soulless culturally. Games? 360 IPs aged poorly or got mismanaged. Halo Infinite free-to-play flop. Gears Endless reboot hell. Forza Split Sim/Arcade. Fable delays eternal. Microsoft can't recapture writers, composers, developers at their fever pitch. Xbox Live? Peaked when dial-up died and fiber wasn't everywhere. Latency was adventure. Now it's invisible utility. Social layers splintered, Discord, Twitch, Facebook gaming. One app ruled them all once. Now 1,000 compete. Yet the 360 endures. Modded consoles run cooler, prettier. Retail units hit eBay for $80. Discs $5 at GameStop. Backward compatibility on Series X boosts originals to 4K. But nothing beats the original hardware hum. Who's still playing in 2026? Diehards reliving youth. Newcomers discovering classics cheap. Speedrunners grinding world records. Co-op dads introducing kids to how we played back then. The lesson Microsoft ignores? Simplicity 1. One console. One service. One store. Bold risks. Fan-first fixes. 360 thrived pre-algorithm, pre-monetization hell. Raw connection over polished features. Will they ever repeat it? No. Gaming fragmented. Attention shattered. Microsoft everywhere, dominant nowhere like 360's iron grip on HD multiplayer. But you can recapture it. Dust off your 360. Ethernet cable. Controller batteries charged. Fire up Halo 3. Find a party. Feel the rush. Because legends aren't repeated. They're remembered. XB. Aux 360 taught us gaming's peak, friends, competition, shared struggle. Microsoft chases subscriptions. You chase nostalgia. That chime still calls. Answer it. One more match. One more night. Before the world moves on forever. The Xbox 360. Unmatched. Unrepeated. Eternal.